Hi, this is Tutor P, and this is lesson 723. Title of today's lesson is the difference between peek and peep. There will be a little bit of crossover, but again, there are some situations where you're much more likely to use one than the other. All right, let's get started. If you peek at someone or something, you have a quick look at someone or something, often secretly. Now with peek, probably, I underline quick here because quick is important. It definitely means that you do it fast. You may or may not do it secretly, though. It doesn't have to be. Peek is more often neutral. It could also be a narrow opening, but does not have to be. Okay. But, of course, it could be. So this is one of the situations where peek and peep could have a little crossover. All right. If you peep at someone or something, especially through a narrow opening or from a hidden space, space where other people cannot see you looking at them from. You look at them while trying not to be noticed. Okay, good. Thus, one may take a much longer look. It also has the connotation of spying due to the term of peeping Tom. So peek tends to be quick and tends to be fast. Peep, because you think you're not being seen or noticed, you may look for a lot longer. You're not necessarily rushed or hurried to do it. All right, let's continue. And we got 6 examples so you get a better feel of when we're more likely to use one than the other. All right, here's the first one. Do you mind if we just go in the shop for a few minutes? I just want to peek and see what they have, or take a peek and see what they have. This one, peek, is more likely. The emphasis is really on quick. So especially if the emphasis is more on quick, probably peek would be more likely to do it. There's nothing hidden about this, though. They're asking the person if they want to go. So again, peep doesn't really apply so much here. Number 2, is that your newborn baby? Do you mind if I take a peek in the baby carriage? All right, now this is one where they may look through like a little bit of an opening, but it doesn't matter. The emphasis is on a quick look. It's very innocent. The person just wants to compliment the person probably about their new baby. They want a feeling of seeing something cute for a few seconds, something like that. So peek is probably more common here. Peep, because peep sometimes has a little bit of a negative connotation, probably less likely to be used here. Bob got caught taking a peek at another woman's cleavage in front of his girlfriend. All right, now we could say peek because really fast, quick. Probably he doesn't want to be noticed. He doesn't want to look quick, like that. Maybe he got caught anyway. I don't know. Maybe you might do peep if you want to say that he was trying to hide it, but really, it is in the open, and he got caught too. It definitely would be try to do it fast. So I think peek is a little more likely, but this is one where there possibly could be a little crossover, and somebody might use the word peep. Number 4, be careful where you stand in the shower room. There's a small hole in the wall, and they caught some perverts trying to peep through the wall. Now, this is one where you probably definitely will mostly use peep. It is a narrow opening, and they think they can't be seen, so they're trying to take a really good look. They're not rushing. All right, good. Number 5, I hide my diary now. If I leave it out in the room, I know my mom will try to peep through it. There could be crossover here, although if you said peek, it would sound like the mother will try to just look very fast and then close it. That's probably not what's happening. So this one might be a little bit more likely to peep. Now, the mother is not necessarily hiding, but she knows nobody's there. She knows nobody is seeing her. She figures she has plenty of time to do it. She knows that she won't be noticed. She could just look at it as long as she wants. So we might actually use peep here a little more likely. If you used peek, it would suggest that maybe the child's in the room. They may come in the door any moment. They'll close it up quick. It would probably focus a little bit more on it being a quick look. All right, number 6. Max owns an expensive pair of binoculars and sometimes uses them to peep into windows of his neighbors. Maybe they're just looking out there. Can I see in somebody's house? That we would probably definitely use peep. This is another one connected to peeping Tom a little bit. Okay, anyway, again, I hope you got it. I hope you got a better feel of when we're more likely to use one than the other. Thank you for your time. Bye-bye.